to get it from the mud together. We gonna win.
Being a man is hard.
Man, build from the ground.
Give me a man your word. If you can't do something,
It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and whatever. They went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bruh. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro.
Retained this morning, defense attorney Derek Walpole agreed to speak on behalf of Carmelo Anthony's family.
I know that my client said that it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I needed to develop facts and talk to people and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened. I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time.
This is for Carmelo Anthony. If you guys have not been keeping up with the news, last week Carmelo Anthony fatally stabbed Austin Metcalf at a track meet at school. In my opinion, it was self-defense, but my opinion or anybody else's opinion won't change the truth or the outcome of the truth. But I have been noticing some fishy stuff going on with Austin Metcalf's brother. He's been changing his story way too much ever since the first interview to his new interview. And the clip I'm about to show you is where Austin Metcalf's brother said that they didn't know who he was, and so they said something to him first about him moving. He did not move, and so Austin Metcalf grabbed his backpack and things escalated from there. He did not see his brother get stabbed. He said that in the first interview. Roll it.
Before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab.
So there's that. And then the clip I'm about to show you is where his brother says that basically Carmelo said something to them first and it was inappropriate. Then he got into it with Carmelo, and then his brothers got stepped in front of the way like he does, and then got into it with them. It escalated, and then he's now saying that he's seen his brother get stabbed. Just roll it.
It's something just inappropriate and uncalled for. When I turned around and asked him who he was, he started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is with me, just brothers, just having my back, and things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff, and also try to handle the problem. And
let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is for Carmelo Anthony all the way, in my opinion.
We are back live with Brothers United Network. In today's video, we got to deliver some important news, man, on the unfortunate tragedy on Austin Metcalf. It was definitely unfortunate. Carmelo Anthony, they say he was the assailant that did this atrocity, right? They said it was an atrocity. But let's have a conversation and let's talk. Now, there's many different stories going on, right? On the left side, they say self-defense. On the right side, they say he committed murder. just senseless, just killed the guy, grabbed the knife and stabbed him. And you know what the truth is? There's no camera footage. Nobody's seen nothing. So where's the proof? Now, people saying that Austin McCaff, him and his twin brother was bullies. They had a habit of bullying people. This is what they say. My thing is, and this is the truth, yes, it was senseless. And to me, I'm going to get this clear. They're going to try to make this into a racial matter. Like this is going to be white versus black. The old story, just like when the cops kill somebody, they're going to make it to white versus black. So they're going to push this narrative in the media. They're going to push this narrative. They're going to jam this narrative in the people's head. Because they got to keep pushing it. But one thing I want to say about the father of Austin, and I respect the man, because he said that he's not going to do anything about the situation. He's going to let God handle it. And for me to hear a man say that takes a lot of balls. Because he lost his son. Ain't no coming back. That was his flesh and blood. Most men don't come back from that. But for him to be the bigger person to say something like that, when most men would have crumbled and did something crazy under that situation. I got to respect his father and the character of his dad. Now, if that's the type of character his dad got, you assume that the children got the same character. Now, my thing is, this is all speculation. Why would he have a knife? Why would he want to stab him? They say that the kid came over and stabbed him. The other story is that the Austin guy who got murdered came over and stabbed Carmelo. Actually provoked Carmelo Anthony. So the stories are all over the place. Rather, who did what? Truth be told, there should never been no stabbing involved or weapons used. See, but my thing is this. If this guy was getting bullied consistently all the time, all people got the breaking point. We see today on the news, people bringing guns to school, the school shootings. Kids are doing this. Shooting up everybody. Why? Bullies. And the thing is, people are not really teaching their kids how to handle bullies. I grew up, I seen bullies all the time. There was always bullies growing up, messing with people smaller than them, lesser than them. But they said these two kids was known bullies. So obviously, from my perspective, because this is the truth. Why would you grab a knife? Why would you have a knife? Why would you be ready to defend yourself so fast? Was it a tussle? Was it a fight? They say Austin told the guy to get off his seat. The other account is that the guy came over there and was antagonizing Austin. Eyewitnesses are saying that Austin came and antagonized him. Everybody claiming self-defense. And they raised over $200,000, man, for this kid. Which is crazy because he did kill somebody. Could he have just gotten a fist fight? Yes. But they said there was two people. That's what made him grab the weapon. Him and his twin brother. So the kid didn't have no backup. So he felt like I wanted to use a weapon. So these are crazy situations, man. And we're not going to justify this. Because really nobody truly knows. But those who is really close. But pay attention to the media. Because see, the media is going to twist this narrative and turn it into some racial thing, which I believe it wasn't. It's just people picking on people, messing with people. And see, I always tell people, you mess with the wrong person, man, you don't know what's in their screws. You don't know what's going on with them mentally. You don't know what they can do. I saw a video with Charleston White was saying the kid was impulsive, all these things, emotional, act out of emotion. But you don't know what people can do these days when it comes to fight or flight. And this was in the state of Texas. I mean, this is a gun state. Man, mostly everybody got weapons out here in Texas. And that's just the truth. But it's sad because this was at a track event. And it really shouldn't have happened in school grounds. This was just crazy. So we got to really understand this situation, analyze it. Because the truth of the matter is, nobody really knows but the people that was close. You know, you can have eyewitnesses saying this or that. We don't see no video footage. Until we get some real video footage, then we can have some real understanding on what really happened in the situation. Because if Austin came and provoked this kid, do that still make it right for the kid to stab him? I say no. But there's nothing wrong with a little fist fight. That's what they did back in my day. A lot of people say racism, superiority. I don't think it's that. I just think it's some kids bullying people, picking on people. We're living in generations today where we all mixed up now. They ain't really separated. That's real talk. And the truth is, they love to spin this narrative with the race thing. And they're going to go hard on this. And I want people to pay attention and do not buy into this narrative that they try to push. It's called the divide and conquer. The oldest trick in the book. You see, I got brothers everywhere. I got white brothers, I got black, I got all kind of brothers everywhere. My closest brother is white. And we'll both take a bullet for each other. And my brothers, all of my brothers that's with me, we would just do the same. So it's deeper than what meets the eye. I just want people to think about this situation because the narrative, they're going to push this. Because the only thing the media want to do is use this to keep us divided and also conquered.